Why are you so tense, god damn it?
Because I don't know what I'm doing!
Calm down.
Hello everybody, it's me, Philly Kuts. Got a lot of emails asking me about what I thought about the Pacquiao, Juan Manuel, Marquez fight. Who do I think won? Well, I gotta say, in a close, very close fight, obviously, I would have still given it to the Pac Man. And here's why. I just felt that Pac Man was more aggressive throughout the fight. He took it to Marquez. He landed more punches. He threw more punches. He actually landed more power punches. I will give Marquez credit. He looked great. Did land cleaner punches. However, I don't think any of those punches really hurt Pacquiao. The only time Pacquiao really got hurt is when he received a headbutt from Marquez, and that resulted in 20-some-odd stitches. It was about an inch-long gash. I just feel that people are really blowing this out of proportion, that saying that Marquez killed Pac Man. I don't think so. I think it was a very close fight. I think people are so used to seeing Manny kick ass that when he is finally in a close fight, historically a fighter that he's always had some trouble with in this trilogy, that people were surprised. I mean, if you looked at the way people were predicting this fight, everybody was thinking Manny was going to knock this dude out, and he was a favorite, 10-1 favorite. So I think it was just really an overreaction. I think people may have been swayed and influenced by the heavily pro-Marquez crowd. Every time Marquez landed a punch, a decent punch, the crowd erupted. That would definitely mess with people's perception of what's going on. It really all comes down to style. What style do you like? Do you like a fighter that is more aggressive, such as Manny, who throws more punches, who lands more punches? Or do you prefer the style of the counterpuncher, which Marquez is? The waiting, the timing, impeccable timing that he had against Pacquiao. I mean, unbelievable, really. Really had Pacquiao's timing down. I mean, he just had him locked. And it comes down to what style you prefer. I have to go with the aggressor. I think it ended up being that Marquez and his corner became their own biggest enemies. When Nacho Beristain, I hope I said his name right, kept telling Marquez, from the 7th, 8th round on, that he was winning the fight, that he has the fight won, you could definitely tell that in like the 10th and especially the 11th and 12th round, that Marquez really just laid off the gas pedal. Now, that could have been attributed to his age. He could have been getting tired. He is 38. Pacquiao is 32. But definitely in the 11th and 12th round, he just laid off the gas. And that allowed Pacquiao to come back, win those 2 rounds, which for me, like many people, feel that that's why Pacquiao won the fight, because he won those last 2 rounds. And I would have had it scored very close. Very close. Pacquiao winning 7 rounds to Marquez's 5. So if he didn't let up in those last 2 rounds, I would have maybe scored it a draw or given it to Marquez. But he didn't. And he became his own worst enemy, his crew. I mean, why would Nacho tell him that? Maybe tell him that he's winning, but don't, but then have the caveat that, hey, you may be winning this fight, but you still got to fucking get in there and kill him. We got to do this convincingly, because in boxing, it's always been, and probably always will be, if you're the champ, you have a privilege of having to be beaten by your opponent convincingly, utterly convincingly, or you have to get knocked out. And Marquez didn't do that. This fight is subject to interpretation. The boxing stats prove that. So it's subjective. It may not be fair, but that's how boxing is. You got to knock the champ out, or you got to pound him so badly that there's no question, there's no doubt. And in my mind, there was a doubt, and I got to go with the Pac Man. Hate me all you want, but, I may even agree with you if you say Pac Man did not beat Marquez, and I may say, yeah, you're right. Marquez beat Marquez. And that's what this all comes down to. Marquez beat Marquez because he let off the gas in those last 2 rounds. Because he listened to Nacho too much. And he became his own worst enemy and his own demise. And I just think it was poor sportsmanship. I can understand how frustrated Marquez must have been to lose this fight, but to just storm out of the ring like that, it's just very poor sportsmanship. And then also the fans who started throwing all the water bottles and whatnot near the press booths or the press area was just, classless. And, that's not going to accomplish anything. But Pac Man, being the sportsman and being the statesman that he is, has already extended an olive branch to Marquez and said, hey, maybe we should have a 4th fight. Maybe that's what should be done. We'll see. Hopefully this will bring Mayweather out, and that fight will come to fruition. I don't necessarily think that because of this fight that Pacquiao is going to get the crap beat out of him by Mayweather. Every fight is different. Everyone has a different style. It's just Pacquiao doesn't match up well against Marquez. Oh, also, there are some interesting pictures that have come out, some still frames from the fight. I have a link down below if you want to check it out, showing that in various points in the fight that Marquez was actually stepping on Pacquiao's foot multiple times. Now, I don't know why Pacquiao didn't complain about it, or Freddie. I don't know if Freddie didn't pick up on it, but if you'll see in this link, check it out. It's on a forum of these pictures of Marquez clearly stepping on Pac Man's foot. Hey, I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Those are my thoughts, my opinions. But thanks for watching, crew. Peace.